Baker Harris. I can read.
So what?
Just thought you'd like to know. Folks call me Dill. I'm staying with my Aunt Rachel.
You're sort of puny.
I'm little, but I'm old.
How old's your father?
Ain't got one.
Is he dead?
No.
Then, if he isn't dead, you've got one, haven't you?
Never mind her, Dale.
If he says his father isn't dead, how can he say he hasn't got one? How?
Scout, the Radley place.
Nathan Radley.
How do you do, Mr. Nathan?
Afternoon.
Boo Radley's old brother. Boo Radley's all by himself. And he hasn't come out in 20, 30 years.
30 years?
Mr. Radley moved out. Some folks thought we would have to move out, but Nathan came in and took his father's place.
Wonder what he does. Looks like he'd stick his head out the door sometime.
I think he comes out when it's pitch dark. Azaleas wilt when he breathes on them. Nobody eats a pecan off the Radley pecan tree. It'll kill you. I've seen his tracks in our backyard many a morning, and one night, I even heard him scratching on our back screen.
Wonder what he looks like.
Judging from his tracks, he's about 6.5 feet tall. He eats raw squirrels and any cats he can catch. But teeth he has left are yellow and rotten, and most of the time he drools.
Let's make him come out.
Make Boo Radley come out?
If you want to get yourself killed, all you have to do is walk through that there door.
You're scared? Too scared to put your big toe in the front yard?
I ain't scared, just respectful.
I dare you.
You dare me?
Don't go near it, Jem. If you get killed, what with Atticus so old? What would become of me?
Well,
Don't hurry me.
Scout and me's right behind you. Someone's at the window. Look at the curtains.
He's watching. He saw me.
Don't ever do that.
Where'd you get that chewing gum?
It was sticking in the knot hole.
That tree? Spit it out. Spit it out right now.
I was just getting the flavor.
Suppose Boo Radley put it there. Suppose it's poison. You go gargle.
It'd take the taste out of my mouth.
Let's just throw a pebble against the door. And as soon as he sticks his head out, say we want to buy him an ice cream. That'll seem friendly. Maybe he'll feel better.
How do you know you don't feel good now?
How would you feel if you'd been locked up for 100 years with nothing to eat but cats? Of course, if you'd rather I throw the pebble.
Better leave it to me.
You're not gonna throw a stone at the Radley place.
I guess I'll just have to show you.
Jem?
Atticus.
Just what were you about to do, Jem?
Nothing, sir.
I don't want none of that. Tell me.
I was just about to throw a pebble at the Radley house.
Why?
Because, sir, my name's Charles Baker Harris. People call me Dill. I'm here visiting my Aunt Rachel. We thought Mr. Radley might enjoy us.
Son, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you just this once. Don't bother that man.
But why doesn't he ever...
What Mr. Radley does is his own business. If he wants to stay inside, he has the right to stay inside. Free from the attention of inquisitive children like you. How would you like it if I barged into your room tonight without knowing?
That's different.
Is it?
Because we're not crazy.
What Mr. Radley does might seem peculiar to us, but it is not peculiar to him.
Anyone who stays inside all the time and never...
But that's his decision. There's something I like to ask. If you do it, you get along better with all kinds. You see, you never truly understand a person until you consider their point of view.
Sir?
Until you climb into his skin and walk around in it.
You want us to consider things from Boo Radley's point of view?
He means everyone.
You stay out of this.
I've got a much better plan. See you.
Afternoon. Regardless of any plans, you are not to go to that house unless invited.
These are for you, Mr. Finch. Turnip greens!
Thank you very much.
Sorry I had to pay you in turnip greens, but with the mortgage and the entailment, all I can afford is turnip greens.
This is just fine. Jem, please take the sack inside the cabin. I'd say your bill is settled.
You put in a lot of time.
Let's see now. You left a load of stovewood in the backyard, a sack of hickory nuts, and at Christmas, smilax and holly. Now some turnip greens. I'd say my bill is more than paid.
Boys in the class at school, Mr. Cunningham, we had a disagreement the other day.
I've had a few with myself, little lady.
I didn't actually beat him up bad.
Well, if he can't defend himself from a lady, well, he'll just have to take it. Much obliged, Mr. Finch.
Anytime I can be of help.
Why does he pay with stovewood and turnip greens?
Because that's the only way he can.
Are we poor, Atticus?
We are indeed.
As poor as the Cunninghams?
Cunninghams are country folk, which means the depression hit them the hardest. What was your trouble with my client's boy?
He said some things I didn't like. I rubbed his nose in the dirt.
It's not very ladylike. What did he say?
Things, and I think we should have a talk. I've been watching for you to get home because...
Atticus, catch!
Hold on to it, son. Not today.
Atticus, you'd be going up for the Methodists for the game?
What game?
It won't be so fall, but everyone's father is playing. It's for fundraising. The Methodists challenged the Baptists to a game of touch football.
I'm afraid I wouldn't be of much help, Jim.
Everyone's father is playing.
Except yours.
Every other father.
I'd break my neck.
It's touch.
Too old for that sort of thing.
Dear, would you have time to show Scout and me how to shoot our air rifles? Later, I mean.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to wait for your Uncle Jack. He'll really show you.
Couldn't you show us?
I'm not interested in guns.
You're not interested in anything.
Think you better go get your football.
Tell me, what's right?
Rape is the carnal knowledge of a female by force.
If that's all it is, then why did Calpurnia drop when I asked her about it? Atticus, tell me, do you defend Negroes?
Of course. Don't say Negroes, that's common.
What everybody at school says.
Everybody plus one.
Do all lawyers defend Negroes?
They do.
Then why does everyone make it sound like you're doing something awful?
Some things you can't understand yet, Scout. There's been a lot of high talk about me defending that man, Tom Robinson, but I'm going to defend that man.
If they say you shouldn't do it, then why are you doing it?
The main reason, if I didn't defend him, I couldn't have much respect for myself. I couldn't even tell you or Jem not to do anything anymore.
You mean Jem and me wouldn't have to mind you?
That's about right.
Why?
Because I could never ask you to mind me. To tell the truth, I hoped to get through life without a case like this. But Judge Taylor pointed at me and said, "You're it."
Are we gonna win it?
No, honey. Come here, Scout.
Then why?
Simply because we were elected 100 years before we started is no reason for us not to try to win.
You sound like some old Confederate veteran.
Yeah, but this time, we're not fighting Yankees, we're fighting our friends. But remember this, no matter how bitter things get, they're still our friends, and this is still our home.
Is there something you want me to do, Atticus?
Just keep your head high and keep those fists down. I hope you can get through what's coming without catching Maycomb's usual disease. Why reasonable people go stark raving mad whenever something involving a Negro comes up, something I can't quite understand.
The Tom Robinson case must be pretty important.
It's about right and wrong.
Suppose you're wrong about it.
How's that?
Most people think that they're right and you're wrong.
And they're entitled to think that. They're entitled to full respect for their opinions.
Dinner's ready.
There's one thing majority rule can't abide by, and that's your conscience.
Jem, I was talking to Atticus about the Tom Robinson case.
Dinner ready yet?